Have you ever felt like something was missing? That your life was just a little too ordinary? Well, what if I told you there were secrets hidden right under your nose, literally beneath your bed, that could transform your reality the moment you place them there? I'm Joe Dispenza, and today we're diving into the surprising, the unexpected, and the downright transformative power of the items we tuck away under our beds. Ordinary things hold incredible potential. Get ready, because the results may shock you. I think you've heard it all before. Well, hang on tight, because we're about to go on a journey that'll challenge every notion you have about the world around you and the one within. First, let's shatter a common misconception. Many think placing specific objects under the bed is all superstition and folklore. But the truth is, there's a fascinating interplay between our intentions, our beliefs, and the energetic properties of the physical world. For centuries, cultures across the globe have understood this connection. Let's uncover some of these hidden practices together. Object number one might seem utterly mundane, yet it holds incredible symbolic power. We'll dive into the history and fascinating science behind it shortly. Then prepare to be amazed. You've likely handled our second object thousands of times, but I guarantee you've never considered it in this light. It's a simple tool for unlocking the extraordinary. Finally, object number three is where things get interesting. This one might even make you a little uncomfortable, but its potential is undeniable. Now here's why you need to watch this video until the very end. Not only will I reveal those three objects, but I'll teach you the rituals and techniques that activate their full power. Think of it as your backstage pass to manifesting the life you truly desire. Okay, buckle up and get ready to rewrite the rules of your reality. This is World is Life. If you're into mind-blowing discoveries that can revolutionize your life, hit subscribe and that notification bell. Let's take this amazing ride together. Before we talk about the first object itself, let's address a question many of you are probably thinking: do things under my bed have that kind of power? My answer is a resounding yes, but hear me out. It's not about magic charms or wishing upon a star. This is about harnessing the potent interplay between focused intention and symbolism. Think about it while you sleep. Your subconscious mind is wide open. It's incredibly receptive to subtle cues and influences. This is why what's tucked away beneath you as you enter that vulnerable state matters immensely. Now, our first object, it's something linked deeply to the realm of dreams, aspirations, and deepest desires. Can you imagine what it might be? Here's a hint: we often put our most cherished goals and wishes down into this form. Picture this: I once worked with a woman who was desperate for a breakthrough in her career. She felt stagnant and overlooked. We talked not just about practical steps, but also about tapping into the power of her subconscious. Each night, this woman began placing a carefully written and detailed description of her ideal job under her bed. Think this is silly? Within 6 months, an opportunity landed in her lap that seemed tailor-made for her. Coincidence? Perhaps. But I firmly believe that consistent focus, coupled with this symbolic act, played a powerful role. Item one is a journal. Not just any journal, but one dedicated solely to your dreams and aspirations. This is where you pour out your unfiltered desires, big and small. It's your private sanctuary to explore what truly sets your soul on fire. Why this seemingly simple object? A journal grounds your intangible desires, bringing them a step closer to reality. It also creates a fascinating record of your evolution. I encourage you to be specific, vivid, and emotionally charged as you write. The act of putting those words on paper amplifies their power. Let's talk about placement. Ideally, this journal rests under the head of your bed, symbolically aligning your dreams with where you lay your head each night. Before drifting off, spend a few minutes revisiting those entries. Let the images and the feelings wash over you as you enter the land of dreams. Okay, let's shift gears. Item one, our dream journal, focused on the boundless potential of our desires. Item two is where things get a bit more practical. It's about bringing those desires down to earth and aligning your actions with your goals. Here's a clue: this item is often consulted in moments of big decision-making. It involves careful planning, a bit of strategy, and a healthy dose of self-reflection. Think you know what it is? Let's find out. Now, if you're expecting something mystical or esoteric, I might throw you for a loop here. We're not talking about tarot cards or crystal balls. This item taps into the very real power of organized thought and self-assessment. Consider this: did you know that people who regularly set and track goals are statistically more likely to achieve them? There's an undeniable link between clearly articulating what you want and making the right choices to get there. This next object helps create that roadmap. It forces you to confront not only your aspirations, but the nitty-gritty steps you'll need to take to make them happen. Some might even find this a bit daunting, but trust me, the clarity you gain is invaluable. Ready for the reveal? Item 2 is a planner or goal-setting notebook. It doesn't need to be fancy. What matters is that it has dedicated sections for long-term and short-term goals, as well as space for brainstorming and action steps. This becomes your blueprint for intentional living. Unlike the free-flowing nature of your dream journal, the planner is about structure and accountability. It demands concrete action. Let's break down why this works on a subconscious level. By physically placing your goals and the steps required to reach them under your bed, you're essentially programming your mind during those receptive sleep hours. You're reminding yourself that these aren't just fleeting wishes, but a plan you're committed to. Before sleep, review the next day's to-do list in your planner. Visualize yourself checking off those items. This simple ritual ignites focus and motivation, setting you up for a truly productive day. It may not sound glamorous, but I assure you there's something potent about this kind of tangible, organized dreaming. Here's where things get really interesting and potentially a tad controversial. Get ready, because item 3 might initially make you go, but bear with me, because there's method to this seeming madness. This final item has the power to transform the very energy of the space under your bed. We're talking about bringing balance, purification, and a sense of grounding to the place where you spend a third of your life. If items 1 and 2 are about manifesting your desires outward into the world, item 3 is about safeguarding your inner sanctuary. Think of it as energetic deep cleaning on a subtle, yet profound level. Here's a hint: this item has been used for centuries across many cultures for purification and protection rituals. It's associated with clarity, repelling negativity, and even promoting vivid dreams. Now, some of you might find this item a bit too out there, and that's okay. Remember, I'm not asking you to blindly accept anything. I'm encouraging you to keep an open mind and experiment to see what resonates. Even if the effects are primarily on a subconscious level, the potential benefits are worth exploring. The time has come for the grand reveal. Item 3 is salt. Yes, ordinary salt. But before you scoff, let's dive deeper. You can use coarse sea salt or Himalayan pink salt. Simply place a small bowl or pouch filled with it directly under your bed. If possible, position it close to the corners, which can become stagnant energy zones. The theory is that salt, with its crystalline structure, acts like a sponge for negative or heavy energy. It's believed to neutralize that energy, leaving your sleeping space feeling lighter and cleaner on a vibrational level. Now, a note of caution: some people are sensitive to the presence of salt, and it might disrupt their sleep. Start with a small amount and monitor how you feel. You should also replace the salt periodically, as its energy-absorbing properties can become saturated. Salt has been used in purification rituals for millennia. While there's limited scientific research on its effects beneath the bed specifically, consider this: even the placebo effect holds power. If you believe salt creates a more positive sleep environment, it very likely might. Okay, now for the moment of truth. Placing these 3 objects under your bed isn't a one-time fix. True transformation takes patience and consistency. So what kind of results might you expect as you embark on this experiment? Let's explore. Firstly, don't anticipate an overnight Wizard of Oz scenario. The effects are likely to be subtle at first: a fleeting sense of clarity, a renewed burst of motivation, or simply sleeping more soundly than usual. The key here is to become a mindful observer of your own experience. You might be surprised by the insights that surface from your dream journal. Repressed desires, hidden fears, patterns in your thinking, all of this may start bubbling up for examination. Remember, acknowledging these aspects of yourself is the first step toward growth. Your planner, on the other hand, might become an unexpected source of both joy and accountability. There's a peculiar thrill in checking off those to-do items. You start to see tangible evidence of your progress, which in turn fuels further motivation. As for the salt, well, this is where reactions may vary the most. If you're sensitive to subtle shifts in energy, you might notice a distinct difference in how your bedroom feels. Lighter, calmer, perhaps even more protected. Even if you don't feel a dramatic change, the act of salt cleansing can become a comforting bedtime ritual in itself. Now let's zoom out. What do these 3 items represent in their totality? The dream journal. the boundless power of your desires and your subconscious mind. The planner. The importance of intentionality, action, and structure. The salt. Maya. Purification, balance, and protecting your energetic space. Taken together, these three forces create a potent formula for transformation. They work in tandem, not in isolation. Think of it this way. The journal fuels your fire, the planner gives it direction, and the salt ensures the path is clear of obstacles. Ultimately, the success of this experiment hinges on one key factor. The objects are tools, but your focused intention and willingness to engage in the process are what unlocks their true power. So are you ready for a little under-the-bed experiment of your own? Remember, even if your results aren't earth-shattering at first, the simple act of engaging in this practice demonstrates a commitment to growth and a belief that you hold the keys to shaping your reality. And trust me, that in itself is incredibly powerful. Place your dream journal, planner, and a bit of salt under your bed tonight. Embrace the process, be open to surprises, and track any changes you notice, big or small. I'd love to hear about your experiences. Share your stories and questions in the comments below. Let's create a community where we can learn from each other on this journey. If you found this video intriguing and empowering, please give it a big thumbs up to help others discover it. And don't forget to subscribe to World is Life for more content that challenges your perceptions and unlocks your hidden potential. Thanks so much for watching. Until next time, stay curious and keep exploring the extraordinary within the ordinary.
Thank you.